All right, good morning, everybody. It's Mike. Let's go ahead and jump in this morning. You know, the old sales trainer, Zig Ziglar, said that everybody on the planet had an average of 250 people that they knew, that was in their network, that was part of their sphere of influence. I don't know. I think this is where averages can really lie to us, right? Some people a lot more than 250, some people less. Doesn't really matter. I think all of us in the real estate industry would like to say that it would be great if we got more referrals, more business from the people we knew. Isn't that the best kind? When people call you and say, hey, Bill, our mutual friend, said that you're the go-to agent and I need to get my house sold. So I'm just going to assume that you agree with me. That's always the best kind of business to generate. And what I believe is we all have a sphere of influence, but are you taking advantage of it? Appropriately, of course. Do you have a strategy that you're using so that you're on purpose to generate referrals out of your sphere of influence? Or do you just know a bunch of people and you interact with them, and maybe you're one of those folks where your mommy just told you were charming one too many times, and you just think that because you exist on this planet that you're top of mind with everybody you've ever met in your life. For you, life's going to be a long, hard, choppy road. For the rest of us, I want to have an effective strategy that I can implement every day in my business so that I do stay the top of mind, credible real estate expert for the people that I know on the planet, wherever they may live, because I can do business all over the planet, can't I? Through a network of more than 150,000 agents within our network across the globe. What I want to do this morning, though, is I want to get real specific with you. I want to give you a specific 8-point strategy for staying top of mind with your sphere of influence. So here we go. Let's get into it. Number one, obviously, you're going to have a CRM. So we just have to get this out of the way so that we can get into some of the finer points of the strategy. But you are going to have a CRM. And everybody that you know on the planet is going to need to be in that CRM with robust contact information and notes on them and establishing a basic drip campaign with them. That's not a strategy in itself. It's just the first step. If you don't have that, you need to get to work. Number two, I want to call 10 people every day. I want to call 10 people. Is that too big of a number? If it's too big of a number for you, I'm wondering what you're doing all day. For me, I want to call 10 people in my sphere every day. Sure, I can leave voicemail messages for them. Sure, I could use something like Slide Dial to communicate with them and hopefully not have them answer their phone. I could, but the real power from this is when I interact with people. I know a shocking thing in today's world, right? Where we don't really want to talk to anybody. Isn't texting the same thing? No, it's not. It's not the same thing. The value of this is when you interact with people. Okay, well, I think texting is the same thing as a live conversation. You're wrong. Keep believing that if you want to. Number two, I want to talk to 10 people every day. Number three, I want to send a personal handwritten note every day to a different 10 people. Why? Nobody does it anymore. Nobody does it anymore. You know, if this was 20 years ago, I would laugh at something like this, but not today. Today, that's a legitimate part of the strategy. Isolate down on any one or two of these parts, and nothing will happen. I wouldn't even do it. Just stay home, watch TV all day. It's all of them working together. A personal handwritten note to 10, not the same 10 people you just called today, to a different 10 every day. Number four, I want to send out a weekly video message that I distribute via email. A short 60-second or less video message doesn't always have to have anything to do with real estate, though 1 week a month I do want to do a market snapshot report. The other 3 weeks it could be about something real estate related, it could, or it could be something going on within our lives that might help people. Well, Mike, I really struggle with the content on that. Well, get up early, Snowflake, and get to work. Our job is to generate interesting and relevant content that we can share with people so we're not spamming them all the time. Number 5, I want to distribute a monthly newsletter via U.S. mail. Now, for those of you that think a monthly newsletter is old-fashioned and out of date, you're wrong. Okay, how many do you get? That's right. Think about your life. How many do you get in your mailbox every month? I'm guessing less than 3. Probably none. Where you live, what real estate agent consistently delivers a newsletter to your home? I know, none. Nobody does it. Why? Because being consistent is really hard, and generating a newsletter every month is a pain in the butt. And I do not want you to go out and buy a third-party newsletter where they talk about what to plant in your garden this time of year or recipes. That's a bunch of junk. That's junk mail. I want it to be you, and I want it to be about the people that you're trying to make an impact with. Get hyper-local with them. Well, Mike, that costs money. Yeah, you know what? Being in business does cost money, and there's an investment in it. Well, can I deliver it electronically? You could, but you're already communicating with people via email and social media and text message and phone. Having it show up in their mailbox is another way, a different way of getting in front of them. Keeping in mind that not everybody communicates and receives their information the same way. So part of my strategy is diversification. I want to make an impact with people different ways because everybody gets their information differently. I look down my street. Some people live on my street get a newspaper, the Atlanta Journal, every morning. Not everybody, only about a third of the street. Some people still like to get the newspaper every day. Some people laugh at that and think that's stupid. Why would I do that if I can just pick up my phone? Others go, well, I get it on my pad or my laptop. I don't need to get it. Others say, well, I just get it in the car on the radio. Yeah, see, that's my point. Everybody's getting the information. They're just getting it from different places, depending on where their area of focus is. So I want my monthly newsletter, though I could distribute it different ways, I want it to show up in their mailbox. And if you think that you're going to run a real estate business with no investment, I say good luck with that. And I'll just take your customers. How about that? Number 6, make sure you're connected with everybody you know on the planet via all 4 major, I know there's more than 4, but you got to check these boxes. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. You need to be connected with everybody you know on the planet, everybody that you would say is in your sphere of influence on all 4 social media networks. Why? Because everybody plays in a different space. It would be nice, I agree with you, wouldn't it be awesome? Well, Mike, everybody's on Facebook. No, almost everybody has a Facebook page, but not everybody is interacting on Facebook every day. Some people, while they have, but my brother's a great example. He has a Facebook page. The guy never goes there. He's a Twitter guy. I'm not necessarily, Twitter's not my dominant social media platform, but if I want to interact with people like my brother, I need to be there. I need to meet them where they're at, not expecting them to come to me. So I need to be connected to everybody in my sphere of influence on all 4 social media platforms. Then number 7, I need to be posting regularly. Well, Mike, how often every week is that? You know, you're going to have the touch and feel for that. For some people, it's every day because they're great generators of interesting content. And other people really struggle with this for whatever reason. Don't post junk. Don't post opinions. Don't flaunt your lifestyle. Ladies, keep it buttoned up. Guys, we don't need to see the car you drive. We need to stop flaunting. We don't need to express opinions. What we do need to do is interact in a relevant way in people's lives and allow them to see ours where it's appropriate. To the degree that you're able to discern that will be the degree of success that you have in this area. If you're concerned about it or you want some direction, I'm here, I'm available, let's get together and talk about it. But posting relevant and regular social media content, preferably with heavy use on video, will be the seventh way of staying in front of your sphere of influence. And number 8, 2 events annually. FaceTime with people. What am I talking about? Well, let me give you some examples. Renting out a movie theater and inviting your folks to attend a matinee show. You can get some great discounted prices on that. You stand up before the movie, thank everybody for coming, stand there when they're leaving, shake hands, get to see people. FaceTime. I've seen organizing this time of year, Christmas tour of homes. If you know Shay Duran, Shay last year organized drunk caroling. Shay, are you going to do that again this year? Because that was awesome. And it wasn't like what it sounds it was. Shelley Davis organized bicycle caroling. That may be your thing. It may not. If it's not, what could you do? I've seen car washes where you raise money. I've seen picnics. I've seen pool opening, pool closing parties. The limit is endless. If you struggle for ideas in this area, come see me because I've got hundreds of them. But twice a year, getting in front of your sphere of influence as much as possible. Granted, some people live on different parts of the planet, but where you can get in front of people, do twice a year. So let me recap quickly with you. CRM, number 1. Yep. Call 10 people every day. Send 10 personal handwritten notes every day. Send a weekly video message distributed by email. Number 5, a monthly newsletter that you mail to folks. Number 6, make sure you're connected with everyone on all 4 major social media platforms. Number 7, posting regular, relevant content on social media. And number 8, 2 events annually. Folks, let me close with this emphasis to you this morning. Do part of this. Pick out your favorite 1 or 2 and disregard the rest. Nothing will happen. Any one of these things by themselves is completely irrelevant. Nothing will happen. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your money. Combine all 8. And if you doubt it, if you're wondering if I'm right about this, show me the real estate agent that's done that where you live. Show me one anywhere that you know of that you think is implementing this 8-step program. And if you can find somebody, which I contend you can't, what you will find is a highly productive agent. Now, this is Mike. Let's go out there and make it happen today.